So just be aware of all of that conditioning and be aware of the stories you tell yourself. Like, I'll never have fun again. What are those stories that you tell yourself? I can drink moderately. If you tell yourself that story, go out and see if you can have those 3 glasses of wine. And if the story ends differently, write that down, because we can take those thoughts to court. We can pull that shit wide open. And the third thing is really in prep for Fridays, which is the script. So we are the sum of our belief systems, and they are passed down to us from evidence we've gathered, circumstances in our life, feedback we've received from other people, and we've put it all together to create who we think we are in the world, and that's how we show up. So really be aware of that. And I used an example yesterday of my mother told me that I was clumsy. Actually, what was really going on was my mother's generational trauma, and my mother has real OCD with any kind of mess. That's her thing. So her thing gets passed down to me, and this is what generational trauma is, by making me feel like I'm clumsy. It's nothing to do with me, it's to do with her. But her feedback to me was, I'm clumsy. Now, I believe that. That's part of my script. So you have to ask yourself, would I choose that for myself? That's the only question you have to ask yourself. Would I choose I am clumsy to be part of my script, my narrative for the person that I'm designing, my Louise 2.0? No. So then you write that down on the parts of you that we're going to get rid of, and we're going to rewrite our narratives on a Friday. And that is basically it in a nutshell. I shared a bit more about my story, but listen, we're going to be in here for a long time, guys. You will hear it on repeat over and over again. And eventually it'll be a lot more interactive with all of us. And we're going to get to know each other really well. And we're here to support each other and bring all of our evidence and our stories in to help each other, which is kind of what was happening last night, which I love. The very, very last thing, which I'm going to ask everybody, is would they rather have the rewriting of the script Zoom on a Friday night at 7 or Sunday night at 7? At the moment it's Friday, but that might change because I'm aware that Friday night is a very social night. I just at the moment would quite like you to have that armour before you go into the weekend. But it might be as this progresses and you become old timers and new people come in, we can move that to a Sunday night, which might be a bit more sort of palatable as, you know, part of your schedule. That's it in a nutshell, really. I am so excited to have you all here. It was a beautiful turnout yesterday, and I can't wait to walk this path with all of you.